I guess these will be the bus stop chronicles. As I'm walking to the bus stop, I didn't get to record anything yesterday. I normally do a debriefing video after I chair, but I had a million other meetings yesterday on the national advisory sort, where I am on boards with many other people across the nation for advocacy, policy, all the inner workings of the Underground Railroad here in Nashville, Tennessee, right? So yesterday, lived expertise meeting. We're doing partnerships and self-sustainability strategics, right? So I changed our executive committee meeting to that cadence until it is solved for us. I did get some interesting news about some conversations that happened behind the scenes for us between the two lawyers. We don't have representation, if you will, but because it seems like everybody in Nashville, Tennessee wide, that probably could do something is compromised by being friendly with Metro Nashville government. And so everything else with our meeting went, I think, swell. It's only 2 points that kind of got me as far as, these are concerns coming back from our executive leaders of homeless lived experience, and we are all advisors into the COC as the charter and strategic plan calls for the Homeless Planning Council and the HUD COC, right? The first thing was the executive director made it a point to allude to someone has been speaking to a mayoral candidate and told them that Office of Homeless Services did not want to pay us, which to a certain extent, this has been going on since February 2025. It's been claimed that they were diligent in staying on Metro Legal and this, that, the third, however, right? That statement is untrue. It was very passive aggressive, slid in there. It was done in front of my cohort members too. So I had to make the split second executive decision to move my meeting along instead of engage with that. Because it was trying to make me feel a type of way. However, thank God, I just came back from the retreat and touched my feet on a physical plantation. Because I talk about this all the time, being a spiritual plantationist. And funny. I had to fix my bag. I didn't bring my backpack out today. I didn't feel like toting my backpack. Or I should have unloaded my backpack now that I think about it. But anywho. But just funny that we're doing production. And my part in the production is going to be Harriet. And there's some folks in our community that know why that's so significant because of a song that I always sing at church. My pastor, I give her big ups, Dr. Pastor Judy Johnson. Auntie, you have no idea how much it is, besides, of course, God first, because the gift belongs to him. But she is the one besides my grandmother that gave, girl, you better open your mouth up and sing. And she probably has no idea of how much she has instilled in me with that. Not even, I feel like it's intentional, but it wasn't intentional, if that makes sense. It's intentional through the Holy Spirit. And it first happened when she had me singing all the time, talk about, what was the song? It's a leak in this old building, right? And then came in 2012 my granny's funeral, and I had to sing really for the first time in performance, right? And so with that in performance, I was shaking in my boots, literally. I hadn't really shook like that singing anymore, and I really became a public speaker where I used to shake all the time when I sung as well. Not sung, but spoke, right? Anytime I was speaking, it was not gonna be, hey, clear like it is now, and how I've had to be in the public sector and arena, right? And if you think about the people that have been in the Bible and stuff, you know that people had speech impediments. I finally found out about 39 years old about neurodivergency, so I'm neurospicy. It's a lot of little quirks to me that people don't really know that I fight through to lead, right? And so those were a couple of them. I had stage fright, all this jazz, but now I'm having to utilize both of those gifts that have to do with this right here, and the enemy stay trying to take it, but where the Spirit of the Lord is, we gonna dance like David danced, and sing like David sang, pray like David prayed, and slay giants like David slayed too. While we are giants, we aren't the uncircumcised Philistines, though. We ain't them type of giants. We are butterfly giants, and only I and the collective know what that means. But what was being said is, going back into what was said, to clarify what I said, because I know who that was directed to. It wasn't directed to any of my executive committee members, because I had just had lunch with a mayoral candidate, and we openly talked about it on social media, where they follow me heavily, right? And so I don't necessarily think she said anything. I just feel like it's some messy folks trying to do some messy stuff, but I don't play into that, like I said. Hey, how you doing? Awesome. Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you. That was chivalry. He was asking me if I wanted to sit, but I'm up right now. Yeah, I said that the collaborative applicant is in non-compliance. That's always going to be what I'm saying, because that's true. Non-compliance with the CLC charter and plan lived experience, because it says we shall be paid. And if you did not do anything in 8 to 9 months to make sure that Metro Legal knew that, never once did you let them know that this that's being debated, it applies to the board part of the Homeless Planning Council when I was chair, right? And a Homeless Planning Council member. I knew I was not to be paid for that. However, for the lived expertise chair that I've been for the past 3 years, that's to be paid. And they have played with our being paid the whole time. Second thing, our cohort asks, we come here month after month, and what are we really doing? And that's true. What they said is very valid, for one. For two, outside of the COC, we have done way more than what we've been restricted to do inside the COC. So that's a fact as well. Inside the COC, we have been, our work has been halted, stalled. Robert's Rules of Order says that as the chair, I can default to my bylaws, which says that I could go by the attendance for voting quorum versus going by the charter's 51% has to be there. Because people have not been able to make it to our cohort that want to, because they're not able to be put online. One lady just emailed me. It was after the meeting, but she wanted to attend virtually, but our CLC manager is off getting married, which is phenomenal. Congratulations. So therefore, I wasn't able to kind of set it up fast enough to get her online. So we should have our own mechanisms to be able to do the Open Meetings Act. And the Open Meetings Act has been weaponized against us as well. So this is the truth, and you can't get mad because I speak the truth. I have nothing but receipts, recordings. I didn't record yesterday intentionally. I just am tired of having to even do all that stuff. But that's the only way that we have true note-taking, where we can recall the facts for ourselves of what really truly happened in the meeting. So I have various other recordings that at some point I'm going to release what really happened. But look at that car, y'all. I don't know. It's a purple Cybertruck. Going past the Purple Justice Center, right? But it's always something significant that you're going to get out of my videos. But yeah, I had to do my recollection. I didn't even get to... We're doing a Metro Art Star grant, right? And for the production I was talking about. And I was supposed to get some footage yesterday, but it wasn't conducive to collect footage. So this kind of will be my footage for yesterday's meeting that I didn't get to get. But blessings from the homeless CEO and Harriet. I go to prepare a place for you. Can't wait.